Good morning, and happy Monday. This is Michael, and I'm here with Planet Honda. We are doing our Monday used car spotlight. So every Monday, we try to select one or two used cars and just point some things out. We started doing this because on Fridays, we do a lot walk where we kind of just try to hustle through and show what we have. And we wanted to take the time to highlight one or two cars a week that are interesting to us for some reason or another. And that's what we're doing today. So today it is November 29th, Monday. I hope you had a beautiful Thanksgiving. And today we're going to talk about Ridgeline. I love talking about pickups, so it's nice to have two used Ridgelines to talk about. So, real quick thing as an intro, why we pick these cars. If you've been looking for a Ridgeline, specifically a new one, you've learned how stinking difficult it is to get one. All cars right now are on a they're on a shortage that's going to go on for quite some time. So the fact that we have two used ones that are of a newer model, the newer body style, that's why we picked them. So the first one we have is a 2019 Ridgeline Sport in black. And as Brent suggested, I will say we are very happy to show it to you. Is dirty, but it's that time of year. So why are we talking about this car? Let me go to my handy dandy notebook. This is a 2019 Sport. Sport was kind of their second trim level back then. It used to be RT, then Sport, and they added some cosmetic pieces to it, as you'll see in a second. This car has 19,500 miles. That is right there at lightly used. That's about 5,000 miles a year. It was a leased vehicle originally purchased from us. So it was maintained here, it was leased here, and we ended up getting it back on a lease return. This is the kind of car that has been well maintained, and if you're looking for a used car, these are the type of used cars that usually you can be counted on. So let's take a look at some things about a Sport. It's got the black alloy wheels. That's kind of one of the parts that gave it the Sport package. Coming around here. If you don't know a thing about Ridgeline, the things that make Ridgeline great are kind of its utility. First and foremost, this guy has a tow hitch on it, so this is a ready-to-tow vehicle. If I recall, without doing any mechanical work to the transmission with a cooler, they tow 3,500 pounds. Google that and tell me if I was right, but I'm pretty stinking sure. Talking about utility, Ridgeline has some interesting features. They were kind of the first, to my knowledge, to do these peculiar bed things. Now, I think it's the Silverado Chevy's advertising that multi-flex. This was the original multi-flex. They have a in-bed trunk that is often used as a cooler. They have a little drain plug in there. This is just nice. If you're an outdoor person, you could fit stuff in there and you can lock it. So rather than having a pickup where you need a topper, you have the ability to do that. And obviously, it's a truck, so it has a bed. That's on both of the trucks. Brent, if you want to come around, I'll meet you inside. So Sport model is, like I said, it's kind of second level of the trim package. So it's got cloth. It does not have the leather or anything like that. Interior wise, there's not a ton of features on these because it is a pickup truck, and Honda's number one motivation for this was engineering rather than bells and whistles. So when you look around, the main thing I want to show you, it's really clean. It's a clean used vehicle. A lot of times I have seen in the 10 years I've been in this business with used vehicles, specifically used trucks, a lot of times you find them and they're pretty used, pretty worn in. That's not what I see here. So a couple little fun facts. There's a light for the cargo in the back. You can push a little light on and it'll light your bed. That's pretty slick. Does have USB. This was kind of when that was still in its nascent stage in 2019, and does have 12 volt. So not heated seats, nothing like that. It's cloth, but it's clean and it has the same power plant it's always had. This Ridgeline is the second body style. The original one was that very known funky one. This body style, the second generation, was when it got much more truck feel. And the newest one, the 2021, had minor cosmetic adjustments, but same frame. So this is something Honda's committed to for a while. And honestly, it's just a nice pickup. So now we're going to go over to the other one, which is similar but different. All right. So this one in Lunar Silver, this is a 2020, so 1 year newer, fundamentally mechanically the same. It's the RTL-E. I believe RTL-E stands for Elite. I'm pretty sure that's what that meant when Honda started it. This is in 2020. I think they introduced the black trim level. This was fundamentally the highest line Ridgeline in 2020. Black just had a little more cosmetic stuff. So let's walk around. First thing I got to call out, 22,000 miles, 22,426, so call it 22.5. Again, low mileage. That on a 2-year plan, that's about 10,000 miles a year. Not as low, obviously, as the 19, but lightly used, as they would say. First thing that I see up here, it does have a moonroof, the RTL-E. It's got the moonroof. One thing I wanted to point out, this one has a tonneau cover. That is an option that was added. None of them came standard with the tonneau. If you know what a tonneau is and you've got a truck, it's just nice to have. It's like a topper that's not a topper. And then inside you can see they do have, I think those are WeatherTech. Yep, those are WeatherTech. So you do have all season floor mats on this that are WeatherTech, which is, as much as we support the Honda accessory brand, WeatherTech's the biggest name in that space. And also has the tow hitch, so this thing is ready to rock. Has some parking sensors here. Yep, nice call, Bryn. Same truck, or excuse me, what's what I'm looking for? Same bed, lever action, all that stuff. 2-way. Cosmetically, just about the same on the outside, but when we go inside, we're going to see some differences. So I'll meet you on the inside. Alrighty. Yeah, what a nice day. So, following kind of the pattern of Honda, when you get into the Highline, the RTL-E, the L in Honda's stuff always means leather. So we got leather trimmed seats in the front, in the back. We got the leather steering wheel. That's kind of Honda's bread and butter. Things that stand out to me otherwise, got heated seats that don't need to be on right now, but they are. And when you move up a little bit, this one does have Honda's Nav Link. So satellite navigation, that's kind of, in 2020, that was still one of the high line features. We do have USB. We do have this similar loadout to the other one. And let's see here. We got the moonroof. Over here, I'm not going to be able to, well, I can grab the camera. It's got some of the Honda Sensing Suite items. Let's see if we can get in there. You can barely see it, but there's parking sensors that are on. There's a lane departure warning. There's forward collision warning. And you can see that little light for that AC 115 volt. In the back, there is a 115 AC volt. What is that? That's a power plug. That's what you're used to having in your house. Oh, and good call, Bryn. It's interesting that this was the last year that Honda did the blind spot detection system in the car. So this here will light up when there is someone in your blind spot. And that was Honda's biggest advancement in safety technology in a while. They used to do the lane watch that was pretty clever, but a lot of people didn't like that the camera went on. So Honda opted for these guys. I don't think maybe I said it. Yeah, 22,600 miles. This is lightly owned. It's clean. It's got the Honda Sensing Suite I see here, lane departure, lane keeping assist, adaptive cruise control. This is, if someone, who would buy this car? If someone's looking for a pickup that has all the utilities of a get around pickup, a project pickup, not necessarily an off-roader or workhorse, but they also want creature comforts, that's where the RTL kind of lives. Excuse me, the RTL-E kind of lives. That's its sweet spot. 3.5 power plant. That's what Honda's been using this whole time. So let's pop out. I'll talk about the price tag and we can sign off. You want me to talk about this price tag first? Cool. Bryn does all our animations, so she's ready to overlay. So, as a reminder, 2019 Honda Ridgeline Sport, 19,500 miles. This car is priced today at $37,000. That is very aggressive. you are aware of the price of new Ridgelines. We're in the 40s, getting up into the 50s on some of these. So this is a steal. This will find a home pretty soon. Winter ready. I'll put it this way. These trucks are great trucks for someone who doesn't want to move 2,000 pounds of gravel, but wants to be able to go to Home Depot, throw a Christmas tree in the back, throw lumber in the back, and also park it downtown and drive comfortably. That's what Ridgeline does. And on this one, this is the 2020, as a reminder, RTLE. 22,000, call it 500 miles. I didn't say this. They're both Carfax one owners. This car is priced today at $42,400. So big gap there. Why is that gap? 1 year newer, 2 trim levels higher. And that reflects entirely what the MSRP was. So these are great trucks. If I needed to buy a truck right now, this is the kind of truck universe I live in. These smaller utility trucks. Obviously not going to be a match for someone who's looking to, get a third wheel. But if you know anyone looking for a truck, or if you're looking for a truck, I'd encourage you to take a look at these. They're very clean. Their motor's a brick. Honda's been using the 3.5 forever. And if you like this, if this was interesting to you, if you like that I drew a smiley face on a dirty car, give us a thumbs up and let us know in the future if there's anything you'd like to see. Have an excellent day, and hopefully have a great week.